Right now on 12 at 12, as coronavirus cases climb in Arizona, how the largest healthcare facility in the state is ramping up safety. Plus, all eyes on the race for a coronavirus vaccine, when we can expect a rollout, and we are keeping you safe. A major recall from General Motors. 12 at 12 starts right now. 12 minutes, no commercials. We're on TV and on the go on the 12 News app, Facebook, and YouTube. Hey guys, it's Tram here. Let's get straight to our big story happening at 12. The number of confirmed COVID-19 cases continues to spike across Arizona. The Department of Health reported more than 2,600 new cases today, along with no new deaths. But some more promising news in the fight against the virus. British drug company AstraZeneca says its COVID-19 vaccine is 90% effective when given as a half dose, followed by a full dose at least a month later. It's the third company to show promising vaccine results. Both Pfizer and Moderna say theirs are 95% effective. The race to develop a vaccine is almost over, but how soon will you be able to get one? A top White House doctor says the vaccine could be ready in a few weeks. The FDA Vaccine Advisory Committee plans to meet December 10th, and if the committee issues an emergency use authorization for Pfizer's vaccine, it could be rolled out the next day.
My expectation, this vaccine will be as safe as all the other vaccines that are being used in the population.
Now, while we wait, the FDA has authorized Regeneron's antibody cocktail for some patients who test positive for COVID. They say the mixture is okay to give to high-risk patients with mild or moderate symptoms. This is what President Trump took when he was battling COVID-19. While news of a COVID-19 vaccine is encouraging, things are still pretty bad. That's why Banner Health has decided to add more restrictions to their healthcare facilities. The new policies went into effect last night, and the changes go even further than just hospitals. Team 12's Jen Wall joins us from Banner Health's headquarters in Phoenix. And Jen, how will these new changes affect people who need access to healthcare facilities?
Yeah, the visitor restrictions come just days away from Thanksgiving. Now, this is a time where emergency rooms see an uptick of patients and people having holiday-related injuries. And so now Banner Health is saying no visitors allowed at their locations, with a few exceptions, of course. Now, this is for all locations in Arizona. It's an effort to keep patients and healthcare employees safe as possible as we hit a second wave of cases. The exceptions to the new visitor rules include pediatric patients, mothers in labor, people with disabilities who require special assistance, and end-of-life patients will also have special accommodations for visitation. Banner says everyone who goes inside of a facility will have a health screening. Masks must also be worn. Now, this move follows another similar change to visitor rules in Tucson that started back on November 18th. And these most recent visitor restrictions are similar to ones that we saw Banner make back in March when we had the first wave of the coronavirus and it just started breaking out here locally. Stay with 12 News for updates. For now, we're in Phoenix. Jen Wall, 12 News.
Jen, thank you. Now turning to Decision 2020. Yep, it is still not done, and President Trump is not giving up. His campaign is appealing after a judge threw out its elections case in Pennsylvania. Now, if the appeal does go through, it would invalidate about 7 million ballots. The circuit court over the lawsuit has already ruled against a similar case in the past, and legal experts say the chances of the campaign winning are small. While the president has yet to concede, President-elect Joe Biden continues to move forward. Biden's chief of staff says he will announce his first cabinet picks tomorrow. Biden is expected to nominate his longtime aide and diplomat, Tony Blinken, to Secretary of State. Blinken served as Deputy Secretary of State under former President Obama. And Linda Thomas Greenfield, a former diplomat, is Biden's top contender to be ambassador to the United Nations. Today here in Arizona, Biden will be one step closer to becoming the official winner. All of Arizona's 15 counties will officially certify their election results. Maricopa County was the last to complete their paperwork last week. Once all counties are certified, the state will do the same 1 week from today. December 8th is the last day to settle all election disputes. Well, can you feel the difference in temps? It's going to start feeling more like fall this week, just in time for Thanksgiving. Here's Crystal with your forecast 411.
On this National Espresso Day, we are getting our caffeine and sunrise fix here. Now, I know it's tempting to go for this giant of a cup of coffee because it's Monday, but I'd say you probably want to reach for a medium because you won't need all that much hot coffee to warm you up on an above average day like today, where we're projecting a high of 80 degrees. A little mixture of sun and clouds. That sun will set at 5:21. But yeah, again, it's Monday, so a small is just not going to cut it. Then when you go to throw away that cup, well, you may be looking down because the trash can's knocked over. Southwest winds are escalating today, especially in the mountains, where we're going to see them driven up as much as 40 miles an hour for peak gusts in our mountains. For the lower deserts, we're going to speed up those winds this afternoon. We could even see them bouncing up to around 25 miles an hour after you've hit the hay. You might hear them rustling the leaves outside your window. This wind and cloud maker, well, that's all it has up its sleeve for us today. Only a very slim shot for an overnight light shower in northeastern Arizona. It's exclusive for northeastern Arizona. For most of us, our dry spell continues, but really going to knock back those temperatures heading into the middle of the weekend just in time for Thanksgiving, where we're dishing up low 70s on the thermometer for our deserts with temps near 50 for our mountains, a breeze, and mainly sunny skies.
All right, I like that graphic, Crystal. Very nice. Well, grab your skates, everyone. Christmas at the Princess is back. Oh, this is one of my family's favorite traditions. The Princess officially kicked off the holiday season with its annual tree lighting ceremony, and that's my little guy, Zach, skating for the second time ever. He loves to do that there. This year's event has been reimagined so families can enjoy safe, socially distanced fun. You can roast marshmallows, get your picture with Santa, and meet other holiday characters. And of course, there's a desert ice skating rink where he is barely able to stay up. But he didn't give up. Okay, so if you are looking to shop local this holiday season, Arizona Marketplace just launched a one-of-a-kind site for local businesses. Now, this site lets shoppers browse dozens of small companies from across the state. Just like a lot of sites, the Shop Arizona Marketplace has a wish list section and a gift registry. So check it out. Head over to shop.localfirstaz.com. Very cool website. I just checked it out. Well, St. Mary's Food Bank is helping a lot of Arizonans in need leading up to Thanksgiving. Today kicked off their annual turkey distribution, and as Team 12's Matt Uris shows us, this year it's particularly important with so many people affected by the pandemic.
A big help, especially now the way things are. Times are tough, so it's a big help.
Steve was the first of many people on the walk-up line. He arrived at 5:30 in the morning, 2.5 hours before the gates even opened. But for him, it was worth the wait.
I plan on cooking dinner for me and my girlfriend and our 2 kids and having a little dinner at home.
Countless cars also line the dark roads surrounding 31st Ave and Thomas. Thousands of people are expected to take advantage of the food bank's offering. And there's still time for others to do the same.
We'll be here 8 to noon on Tuesday, 8 to noon on Wednesday. We anticipate having plenty of food for everybody.
St. Mary's is doing all it can this holiday season to make things feel more normal for families. Many of them hit hard by the pandemic in one way or another. And for those looking to give back, volunteers are still collecting turkeys, food, and cash donations.
You like to see on your table for Thanksgiving is great. Cranberry sauce, potatoes, vegetables, fruits, whatever you can give, and try to give it to a family. Make sure that they all have maybe one day of normal out of all this chaos this year.
St. Mary says more than 4,000 turkeys have already been donated, but they are hoping to give out more than 5,000 by Thanksgiving. Matt Uris, 12 News.
Matt, thank you. And here's another way to help out. It's the 28th year for the Big Turkey Tuesday donation drive to help feed families in need in our community. You can donate $15 by texting turkey to 474747. Go to 12news.com/Turkey Tuesday, or just make a donation at the register at any Bashas', AJ's, or Food City. Well, if you plan to travel this Thanksgiving, expect to see a whole lot of this. This is what it looked like at Sky Harbor over the weekend, just a day after the CDC recommended people to not travel this holiday season. Sky Harbor expects travel to peak tomorrow and Wednesday just before Thanksgiving. And while the airport does things like sanitize escalators and require face masks to keep people safe, Dr. Frank LaVecchia with Valleywise Health says that may not be enough.
It only takes one person who's a carrier who might be checking you in or checking your ticket to expose many, many people.
Now, Sky Harbor Airport says COVID testing will be available starting today. Now to keeping you safe, General Motors is recalling nearly 6 million trucks and SUVs for airbag issues. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says the Takata airbags need to be replaced. The chemical used to fill the airbags in a crash can explode with too much force, blowing apart potentially deadly metal fragments. So far, 27 people have been killed worldwide by the bags. It's time now for In Other News, the stories that you may see trending on social media today. Some Arizonans can expect to see a payout from the mega Apple battery throttling lawsuit. Arizona Attorney General Mark Brnovich says the state will get $5 million from Apple as part of a $113 million multi-state settlement. The company was sued by many states for not being honest about its iPhone battery problems. Instead of telling people about the issue, Apple pushed a software update in December 2016 that affected the performance of older iPhone models. This upset Apple users, igniting what some called Batterygate. Many believed it was an effort to encourage users to buy new iPhones. The co-founder of the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge sadly passed away over the weekend. Pat Quinn was diagnosed with the disease, also known as Lou Gehrig's, in 2013. The ALS Association says his Ice Bucket Challenge raised about $115 million to support its work. It also brought in about $220 million for research in other countries. Well, that's your 12 at 12. The facts on everything you need to know in just 12 minutes, no commercials. We're always on, anywhere, anytime on 12news.com, the 12 News app, and our social media channels as well.